Well, by and large, the most common injury we see in the orchard is lifting injuries. And that's more than half. Improper lifting techniques primarily. Lifting, the key is first of all, can you lift this item safely? Is it too big or is it too bulky? If it's too big and it's too bulky and weighs too much, get help. Just takes a couple of extra minutes to get a little bit of help, and sometimes that can avoid months off from work. Lift with your legs and not with your back. Your legs have very strong muscles. Your back muscles are not as strong as your legs. So use your legs, which have most of your power. Keep your back straight and lift. The third thing is avoid twisting. If you're lifting in a twisting motion, that's going to put your back into spasm. Fourth of all, think about your lift. Give it a little thought. Where are you lifting to? Can you lift it, do you have to carry it? Can you lift it to a cart and then move it in a cart rather than have to carry? Plan your lift. Take a couple of extra seconds to make sure you're not twisting, and make sure that you can lift it and put a little bit of thought into it. Maybe 5 minutes in a day of extra thought will avoid months and months of disability and perhaps permanent injury.
Take care when lifting a ladder in the orchard. Always carry your ladder horizontally to avoid overhead power lines. Face the rungs and maintain 3 points of contact whenever possible. Climb only as high as the marked or labeled highest steps, usually the third step from the top. As a general rule, keep your belt buckle between the ladder's rail. The extension ladders used in avocado orchards require special care. They must be braced and balanced on sturdy limbs. Also, maintain solid ladder contact with your feet and body while pole harvesting.
My name is Gennaro Manson, and I'm in this business since 1975. Every end of the season, we go through every single one of the ladders so they can be ready for the next operation. And also, when they come to the field, we tell the worker to be sure to double check the ladder. And one of the ways to do it, to check the point, be sure it's not too loose. As you can see, this one is in perfect condition because it stays in the center. Check for balance. It's one way to check the missing rivers. If you go like this, if they move, that means it's missing one river. But it's pretty solid. Seems like it's in very good condition. Check every single step. Be sure there's no cracks.
Heat stress is a serious medical condition. Every summer in California, several workers require medical care or die of heat stress. It can happen to anyone, even if they've never had any problems before. Learn the symptoms of heat illness, how to prevent it and treat it. Drink plenty of water. Taking small amounts of fluid frequently is better than larger drinks less often. If you see signs of heat stress in someone else, help them and notify your supervisor or get other assistance.
When we're doing our regular cultural practices in the orchard, such as mowing and some of those where we're using the PTO mowers, we always want to make sure that our employees, again, are cognizant of the dangers around the mower. Whenever we have an employee get off a tractor, we ask that they shut the tractor off. Many times the PTO, you could think it's disengaged and be working around the power takeoff, and it can start. Anything, kind of like Murphy's Law, anything that can happen and go wrong many times will. The best thing to do is make sure that your tractor is off when you're off the tractor, because then the PTO cannot engage. It's very important to always keep covers on the PTO shafts themselves, because if somebody gets around them, again, we like to have the tractors off, but if by chance somebody doesn't do that and they get close to them and have a loose piece of clothing, or if they bend over, they have long hair or any chains, they could get caught. So we like to make sure that no one has any kind of jewelry hanging off their neck or anything like that, that all your clothing is kept close and nothing loose, no open jackets. But the most important thing for PTO safety is to make sure you have all your shields in place at all times. And secondly, whenever you're working around a piece of equipment, greasing a piece of equipment, adjusting the height or the angle of your mower to make sure to have your tractor off. During harvest operations, dust can become a very real safety issue. If you're running a piece of equipment and dust is prevalent in the area, make sure and keep a watchful eye out for workers that may be in your area. If you are a field worker and your work detail requires you to be in the presence of machinery and dust is in the area, make sure and keep a safe distance away from the machinery and do not assume that the driver knows where you're working at.
During the harvest season, multiple tasks are being done often in the same field. Special machines such as forklifts, heavy-duty trucks, and towed equipment are often used in close proximity to each other. This is also the case in the processing areas where everyone needs to be on the lookout for other vehicles. Use hand signals and audio alarms when necessary.
You know, we're talking here today about safety as a partnership, and it really is. I think in today's environment, we have to all step up. Every employee needs to remember that first and foremost when he's doing his job is that he has an understanding of what it is that he's supposed to be doing. Learn and feel free to communicate with us. And I think that what we have here is really a partnership that is going to be something that we can all be proud of into the future, because each and every year I know we're doing better and better with respect to safety on the farm, and we owe that in a large part because, yes, we're doing things like seminars and in-services and exams and training, but you, the employees, are the ones that are actually making the difference, because you're the ones that are doing the work, and we cannot do this alone. And we just want you to know that we just really respect the work that you do for us, and we thank you very much.
Enjoying family, friends, and every aspect of life starts with the right attitude and, of course, good health. Most, if not all of us, can remember being injured or having a close call because of not acting safely. Perhaps, like me, you hurt your hand when handling sharp metal without protective gloves. Maybe you didn't wear eye protection when pruning or took some other chance. Whether at work, at home, or enjoying recreation like this soccer game, we make safety choices all the time. If we always do things the right way, the safe way, it will become part of our lifestyle. It takes effort, But maintaining a safe and healthy lifestyle will enable us to enjoy all the fruits of our labor.